Hello there, Aries. Thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of August 10th through the 16th. I am using my Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And Aries, what you have coming up for Monday is you have the Emperor. I feel like on Monday something's going to be happening where you're interacting with a supervisor or somebody that you answer to, that you're accountable to. And it feels like a good interaction. It feels like you guys have a nice, healthy, productive conversation. I won't say that necessarily that you have a raise coming out of this or anything along those lines. But excuse me, soda belches, I apologize. But I do feel like this is a interaction where you gain the respect of this person that you're accountable to. So maybe you bring some good ideas to them, or maybe the way that you handle a situation with integrity, or something along those lines. There's something here that deepens that person's respect for you coming up on Monday. Now Tuesday, Aries, what we have coming up is we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords just means that on Tuesday you're making a decision, and you're making it as fairly and as logically as possible. You're looking at all the information and really kind of evaluating everything, making sure you know everything you need to know before you make this decision. So it's a nice solid decision that you're making on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you have the Two of Coins coming up. Two of Coins is really talking about a balancing act, and this can come in a couple of ways, Aries. So coins many times are financial, having to do with financial or having to do with material goods. So one of the ways that this can come up as a balancing act is basically, balancing the budget, making sure that you figure out, okay, how do I make sure everybody gets the right amount of moolah? Who do I have to rob? Am I robbing Peter to pay Paul? How long can I take this money out of this account before I have to replace it so that I can, pay this other thing that I was saving for or whatever? So there's a balancing act going on with finances for some of you, Aries. Now, with this card showing up on Wednesday, for some of you that could be a balancing act. I think some people do get their paychecks direct deposited on Wednesday. For a lot of you, though, I feel like this is more strongly going to be something about balancing your time. Balancing going from this place to that place, or balancing from this activity to that activity. You have a lot going on Wednesday, and that can be the balancing act. You may be feeling kind of frantic and hectic trying to keep up with all the responsibilities that you have or all the different places that you need to be. But what other people are perceiving about this with the Two of Coins card, what other people are perceiving is that you're doing it smoothly. They are kind of wondering, well, how is he pulling that off? Or how is she pulling that off? It's going so smoothly. So that's what's going on Wednesday. Some kind of balancing act going to be coming in different ways for different Aries. And then on Thursday, we've got a Four of Swords showing up in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse just means something's going to be happening in a different place than usual. So if you normally work from home, maybe you have to go into the office on Thursday. If you normally take your kid to a certain particular child care center, maybe on Thursday you're taking your child to a different child care center or to somebody else to watch them. This could also be any kind of practice or game or social event, something that pulls you out of whatever your normal location is for Thursday. So it's just some kind of relocation going on. Now Friday, and not necessarily a permanent relocation, by the way, very much a temporary one is what I'm picking up on. Now Friday, what we have showing up is we have the Fool for you, Aries, and I love it that the Fool shows up. The Fool is really talking about having a situation that you know exactly how to handle and following that knowing. And when I say that you know exactly how to handle, I'm not talking about a logical knowing. I am talking about knowing intuitively, having a gut instinct about how to handle the situation. And that may not be logical at all. In fact, it may be the opposite of logical. But I do see you following your gut instinct, and that's always a really good thing, because when we have that intuitive knowing, that's given to us by Sacred Spirit, basically. And so when we follow that intuitive knowing, what we're doing is we're honoring Spirit. We're saying, oh, I know you gave me this, and I am trusting you, so therefore I am following this. And then what happens is Sacred Spirit says, great, you honored me, you trusted me, now I have your back. I'm going to make sure you don't fall smack on your face. So as long as you stay tuned into what's the next step, what's the next step, what's the next step from Spirit, you really can't go wrong. Things can look kind of crazy and like they're not going to work out, and then just like right at the last minute, everything just kind of pops into place for you. So it's a really wonderful thing to put yourself in that position. Now Saturday, what we have showing up is we have the Ace of Clubs. And this is just saying that you have some kind of new idea. And this can be an idea about a new business project, a new business venture. This can be an idea of a new idea of something to do with your children, to have fun with them. This can be a new idea about how to help your children if they're having trouble in school or having trouble with friends. This can be an idea about anything, but it's new and it's exciting and it's promising. So some kind of new idea popping in on Saturday for you, Aries. Now Sunday, what we have coming up is we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. And the Ten of Cups in reverse is just telling me that there's some kind of emotional situation that is going backwards for you on Sunday. So emotional situation can be relationships. Typically that's what it's all about. But every once in a while I do have an emotional situation that can come up about a project that you're working on, if you're very involved in, and excited about a project or a hobby. So it doesn't always have to be relationships, but Ten of Cups in reverse generally talks about relationships. It's definitely talking about emotions, and it's talking about some kind of either project or relationship that feels like it's going backwards on Sunday instead of forwards. Okay, so Aries, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, feel free to check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around a bit, if you still feel like I'm the best reader for you, go ahead and contact me and we will schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. Right now my wait list is not too long, so I should be able to help you the day you contact me or the next day. Everybody, thank you so much for watching, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. I appreciate all of your support so much. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here next time. Peace out.